was a Monday. I get a call or a text, actually. I get a text from Jordan around like 6 a.m. here. And it says like, bro, are you busy? Are you able to talk? And I was like, the heck? Like, yeah, whatever. Like, so I got up, I got on a phone call, and he's like, hey, I'm out here in Costa Rica right now. We're doing, I got a group of people out here with me. And we're going to be doing ayahuasca together. And I want you to come and record and film this experience.
Here we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Friday, March 8th, 2024. This is the first time that I'm going to be doing something like this. This is like a vlog, behind the scenes type of video. Traveling today internationally for the biggest project of my life. Let's get this day going.
We're on our way to Dallas, Oregon to Focal Point Photography, where I'm going to be picking up all of the rental gear that we're going to be taking on with us on this trip. Big shout out to Focal Point Photography. We got all of the gear picked up here. Sensors are cleaned. That means that gear-wise, we are ready to go to Costa Rica. Let's go back home. Let's do some unboxing. Let me show you guys all what we're taking with us on this trip. We just finished up actually packing clothes and everything, and now it's time to talk a little bit about where we're going, what the trip is about, and of course the gear that we're taking. So first things first, this all started because on Monday of this week, I got a text from none other than Jordan Poyer up there. Oh, let me fix that actually. He asked me if there's any chance that I can make it work, that I can move things around and get down there. And again, this was on Monday. He wanted me to get down there this week, which is today, on Saturday, Sunday. And the thing is, I already had some shoots planned out for next week. But when he told me about what the project is, what we're going to be doing, and what the potential for the project could be, and that he wanted me to take the lead charge on this, and trusted me, trusted my eye, trusted the team that I would put together. Obviously, I knew that I had to go. I had to find a way to move things around and make things work, because this could be the biggest project of my life, to be honest. And the fact that Jordan's going through this experience and he's trusting me with it, like I just don't think there's a bigger compliment that I've been paid as a filmmaker, as a director, as a videographer, as somebody who wants to do this for a living, like to have somebody reach out to you personally and want to take over a project, a huge project, it means the world. And obviously Jordan said that because of him, and he wants to make this the top-notch documentary. I told him what I needed. He said, bro, bet, get whatever you need and get down here and let's make a movie. And that's what we're doing. So with that being said, let's talk about the team. So going down to Costa Rica with me will be Ian Koenig, none other. He's been on almost all of my journeys. There was a situation where he didn't have his passport.
Irvin had asked me to come on this project, and he also kind of talked about how I probably should be going to get my passport soon, just in case anything cool were to happen.
We've been telling him for a good amount of time to go get his passport, put it off.
I just kind of swept by getting the passport, and so
he was the first call I made. All right, Ian, so here's the opportunity of a lifetime, and you got your passport, right?
I get a call from Irvin one day. I think the first words he said was, hey bro, did you ever get that passport? And obviously I knew what was pretty much about to be asked, and I was like, oh well, I just kind of never got around to it. Bro, what the fuck? Honestly, it all sounded like a bit too much. I pretty much told him, no, it's probably not gonna happen. I'll work on it, I'll try, but it's not looking too good with no passport, obviously. I get online right after that and start searching up how to get the passport the fastest way, and pretty much got a appointment in Seattle at the perfect timing, 48 hours before we had to leave to Costa Rica. I got my passport at the Seattle Passport Agency. Honestly, it was like a hit or miss if I was actually going to get my passport to even go up, and there were a lot of risks involved, having to buy the ticket and having to have accommodations in this other country and then proving that to get the passport. So we took a few risks, and that ended up working out. I ended up getting my passport and being able to go on the trip.
and there's nobody else that I would want to have with me as my right-hand man. So Ian, I appreciate you for making this happen. And with that being said, we leave it a little bit. He's actually probably on his way. It looks like I just got a text. So let's get to opening some gear. And while I open some gear, I'm going to describe a little bit more about why it is that we got certain gear, what it is that we're using it for, and what the plan is going down in Costa Rica. So I figured that we would actually start backwards on this so that we can go from the smallest thing that we got to the biggest thing that we got and why it is that we need it. So we're going to start with some unboxing on this. But first things first, let's start with storage. So because it is a massive, and I'm talking massive project, we need to get some storage. So I got a 4 terabyte T7 Samsung T7 SSD. This is going to be our main offloading footage, pictures, everything is going to go directly into here first. And then as a backup drive, we got a SanDisk Professional, and this is just a 4 terabytes. I like these a lot. We've all used the orange versions in the past. This is, I think, their new version of it. A dummy battery to mount plate for the V-mount battery that we got. This is super important for, especially for what we got. We have a newer camera mount. All right, screw in right there, boom. All right, we got a V-mount battery. Ooh, I hate that sound. We got V-mount battery, we got V-mount plate, we got D-tab battery, we got storage, and we have our vertical mounts. We still got a little bit more stuff. So we have the cage now for the camera that we bought. You can probably already tell what camera is gonna be by looking at the cage. All right, so I actually ended up getting one of those Amazon kits that you guys see online for a lot of these things, only because I wanted to get more for my buck, you know, and so let's see what it all came with. I didn't even really check. I just kind of saw the picture and said, yep, give me that one. So, wow, that sucks. First thing that comes with is a cleaning kit, which is nice, but I just bought one of these literally today at Focal Point. Wow. Read your things. I could have saved some money there, but all good. Never enough. Looks like Amazon renewed. Oh yeah, because it is I ended up buying a used camera, but that's okay. So it looks like this is a camera bag that it comes with. Neat. Probably won't end up using this ever. All right, so let's see what we got here. It looks like,
Hey, yo!
I think this is like a hand strap. Oh, nice. So it looks like, I think they gave us a battery. This is a battery? Yeah, okay, perfect. Fuck it. Oh, my bad. Yeah, another battery here. Never have too many of these. Last but not least, the actual camera itself. We have FX3. Let's open this bad boy up. Got some cables. And now the moment of truth. Oof. Let's start with what it comes with. Is that the camera itself? All right, so first thing it comes with, the handle. Oof, nice. It's like we got a battery charger. It's the same one as all Sony's. Got a battery. Last but not least, the camera in and of itself. The main workhorse of the trip. The Sony FX3. Looks nice. Looks nice. Looks nice. Ooh. Ooh. I've never actually held one myself, so this is my first time actually seeing it, holding it, and we're gonna get a chance to work with it on the plane so that we make sure that we have it all set and ready to go, exactly how we want it. But yeah, I'm excited to put this together, put the actual cage together, and then I'm gonna get packing the actual gear. I go to Mexico every year, so really when I was flying in, like you couldn't tell me it wasn't Mexico, especially once we got to those beach cities where we were actually staying at. Calmness from the locals, a peacefulness. Somehow almost everybody spoke English a little bit too, like, yo, we're just blowing up, man. It was like seeing or feeling that same peacefulness that was radiating from Jordan, from literally the entire country. I'm talking everybody.
No, we should jump in, sir.
I heard of ayahuasca through Aaron when he had mentioned it on Pat McAfee show.
You enjoying it a lot more now, I would assume, yes?
I've been enjoying it since I did ayahuasca. So the last few years have been great.
Why? New bright mindset, new vision on things, new look at things? Well, how come?
Yeah, mental health, bro. It starts with self-love, and when you increase that, then you're able to pass that on more easily.
But I never really actually dove in and did any research. Really, I didn't do any research up until the week that I got the call, and I started looking at YouTube videos, and about 70% of what I saw was transformative content, where people are sharing that they had a incredible experience with the plant medicine, and that they had multiple benefits of it. And there's about 30% of it. The 30% obviously sticks out more, where it was all negativity that people didn't have a great experience, or tripped out and never came back type of thing. And I mean, for the most part, like I said, because it was 70-30, I guess I just kind of had to open my perspective into it. Now, I didn't know how it was going to be consumed in terms of, I knew that it was a drink. That's all that I knew, but I didn't know how it was actually going to be consumed and everything that led up to the actual drinking out. Place where not only we were staying at, but where they were staying at in Toji, the resort area. That place is literally, I think, a dream for a lot of people to one day have something like that, and to walk through something like that. It was an incredible, scenic, beautiful, every word you can use to describe. It was literally majestic. The entire thing, the entire experience, everybody there, the level of service and care that they gave to, again, not just the people who were partaking in the ceremony, but the people filming, the other workers there. It was incredible to see. And my first impressions of Costa Rica is wow, the consistency across the board is really cool. And again, it's a peacefulness that you feel throughout the entire country. It's really cool. Before they actually went to the place where the ceremony was taking place, we were speaking to Shaman Costa, and we're asking any information that we can get in terms of how the night was going to happen, or so that one, we can position ourselves in the right area without getting in the way of the ceremony. Two was really to prepare, because you're seeing all these people in a certain area. They're kind of talking, getting ready for the ceremony that's taking place, sharing their experiences, their anxiety going into it. And then you turn around and then you see Costa go by with his face painted, and who wouldn't, first glance, you don't know what's kind of happen or whatever. So I was like, boy, what's about to happen? And then, again, we go over there, we talk to him. He says, not only was Costa incredible from the start in terms of welcoming us into the space, but he also allowed us to in a way partake in the ceremony by allowing us to have audio recordings there. And I don't know if this has ever been done before, or I don't know how many people get asked to film these kind of ceremonies, but I know that one thing that they made clear before starting everything was, hey, once this starts, you guys stay out there, no interrupting, no moving, or obviously no interrupting the ceremony. Okay, cool. We obviously understood that. Costa then points at me, or has his wife come over and ask me, hey, do you want to go next to Costa and record from that angle perspective? I was completely blown away. Obviously, I said yeah, and went over there. We were able to get the shots that we did, and but again, at first glance, I think a lot of people would see the preparation of the ceremony and be a little bit freaked out, weirded out, scared even. If you can in a way, like if you could ignore how it looks and focus in directly on the people that are there, the energy that they're giving off, I think all of that goes away. All the fear and anxiety goes away. And I think that's obviously what showed when everybody went in for ceremony one. A lot of anxiety, a lot of fear. It was a lot of, I believe more than half the group hadn't consumed ayahuasca. There was a couple people who hadn't consumed any sort of psychedelics at all. So we had a range of everything. We had people who have done every drug in the book. We had people who haven't done any drugs. It was interesting to see everybody going through their own journey. But in terms of access, especially on that first day, I think it kind of set the tone for the rest of how the rest of the week was going to go. And we knew right away that we were going to have more than just, we're going to do more than just filming. We were now part of the actual experience itself. And that was really cool.
shared with me yesterday about kind of like where you're going in your family and where you're...
Yeah, so, I mean, I kind of talked to Jordan about this. Like, I was at a pretty, like, weird point in the last couple of weeks, months. It's kind of like stuck in the rut, stuck in the matrix. It's like, oh my God, is there anything else out there? And obviously, it's the off season. Usually around this time, we're starting to work together and everything too. And I'm like, man. So I get a call on Monday, or that Sunday I couldn't sleep. You know, I'm talking to my lady, being like, man, what's gonna happen? Like, I don't know. I'm just like, I feel the depression coming on. Like, it's hard for me to get out of bed and everything too. And I couldn't sleep that night. I woke up at 4. I think Poe texted me like at 4:40, something like that. And so I was able to reply right away and get everything going. But being here and listening to everybody's words, wisdom, and regardless of status, where you guys are in your career, athletes, mom, brother, husband, everything that you guys are, like, I think I just needed to hear all of that. And grew up in Mexico throughout the summer, throughout my entire life, and all my uncles, aunts, cousins, nephews, nieces who poured into me. I'm just a collection of all of them, and so I want to go and give thanks to them and have a meal with all of them and just express my love for them and really just give back as much as I can. And you guys have all honestly like really helped me. I needed this more than you guys, I think. And so I really appreciate it. And I told Danny, like, next year, you guys have all said in all the interviews that this journey started for you guys a year ago, like when you guys heard the calling. I think I'm getting that call.